What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Asics Gel-Kayano Legacy in this pure silver colorway. 2023 is a huge year for Asics. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the Asics Gel-Kayano line, which started back in 1993 with the Asics Gel-Kayano Trainer. Meant to be a running shoe with a lot of support, the design of the shoe was inspired by a stag beetle, and specifically the armored plates that it had around it, which gave the beetle a lot of protection. So every year we've seen a new iteration of the Gel-Kayano release, and the fact that it's still going on 30 years later is a testament to both the loyalty to Asics as well as the brand's pursuit of constant innovation. So this is the Gel-Kayano Legacy, which is a mashup sneaker consisting of elements from 7 past Gel-Kayano sneakers. So these released earlier this month and they retailed for a price of $200 US or $260 here in Canada. And alongside this pure silver colorway, they also dropped a white, black, and multicolor pair, which pays homage to iconic colorways from those past silhouettes. Whereas this one, which is the one that I definitely preferred more, is basically done completely in this silver tone, which is just one of those colors that Asics Gel-Kayanos often feature. So the silhouettes that this shoe incorporates design features from are the Gel-Kayano Trainer, the Gel-Kayano 5, 6, 10, 12, 14, 18, and 20. So I think I mentioned 7 silhouettes earlier, but it actually incorporates 8. So diving into the details of this shoe, as we start things off with the toe box, you'll see this is covered in this open style mesh in this gray color. Right above this we have this synthetic silver overlay, and then surrounding both sides of the toe box, we have this tumbled synthetic silver colored leather. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have another silver overlay which is done in more of a matte finish, and it has black colored detailing throughout. And then on the lateral side, here we have reflective 3M detailing. And then next to this, we have this woven layer with this fuse overlay on top, and this is taken from the Gel-Kayano 10. Overlaid on top of this, you can see we have these different layers of synthetic leather, which forms the look of the signature Asics stripes. And then beneath this, we have this gray colored mesh. And then the top 2 eyelets, this is covered in this synthetic silver layer, once again with black colored detailing. When you compare this to the medial side, so the medial side of the shoe is a little bit different from the lateral side. We still have the Asics stripes here, but it doesn't have that same embroidered finish that the lateral side had. And I have to say the medial side looks a lot less cluttered compared to the lateral side. Moving downwards, we have another silver overlay, and here we have Gel-Kayano Legacy branding printed on in black on the lateral side. And then beneath this, we have this dark gray colored TPU heel clip, which gives you added structure and support for the back end of the sneaker. On the center of the heel, we have this silver overlay, and here we have this gel branding in black. And then the top of the heel, this is covered in this silver colored mesh. As far as the laces go, so these come with these oval shaped laces with this gray colored detailing on the outer edges. Underneath this, the bottom half of the tongue is constructed out of a black colored open style mesh, but then the top of the tongue including this lace loop, this is done in this black colored woven finish. And then on the top of the tongue, we have this black colored synthetic leather overlay, and then in the middle we have this guitar pick shape cutout, which is taken from the Gel-Kayano 5, and here we have the word Kayano written out in Japanese kanji, along with the Asics logo underneath it. The interior of the shoe is lined in a gray colored mesh, and this inner collar area is pretty thin, it's pretty lightly padded. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a foam lined insole, which looks like it's constructed out of recycled foam. On the top, we have this black colored lining, and we have Gel-Kayano Legacy and the number 30 printed on the heel in this silver finish. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this midsole, which is taken directly from the Gel-Kayano 14. So this is a foam midsole, which is painted in a mix of gray and silver on the top of the forefoot. Just like any Gel-Kayano 14, it incorporates Asics gel technology, which is visible on the lateral side of the forefoot with these 2 silver colored hits, along with a large gel unit on the heel of the midsole, which is this black colored finish that you see here. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, this outsole is constructed out of a mix of black and gray colored rubber. We have a unique and intricate traction pattern, and in the middle of the outsole, we have this TPU shank plate, which helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support, and it helps to prevent your foot from twisting. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And in terms of sizing, to me these fit like any other Gel-Kayano 14, so I personally found that sticking true to size was perfectly fine. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I got these in a size 10, which is my normal Gel-Kayano 14 size, and I have no complaints whatsoever about the fit. I know some people say that the Gel-Kayano 14 fits snug. To me, this shoe isn't snug whatsoever. In fact, there's even a little bit extra room in the toe box. Not enough that I'd want to go down half a size, but it's definitely noticeable and it feels great for my wider forefoot. So I feel like even if you have a bit of a wider foot, you can stick true to size in this silhouette and you should be okay. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so these feel pretty much like any other Gel-Kayano 14. It's going to be a pretty comfortable shoe. It's pretty well balanced, but if anything, it leans slightly towards the more supportive and firm side. Don't get me wrong though, there's definitely some plushness in this shoe, so it's not an overly firm and stiff feeling sneaker. It's just, like I said, very balanced. You have some of that stability, especially on the heel of the shoe. If you're someone that overpronates or someone that rolls their foot inwards when they walk, I think the shoe gives you a lot of that support, but at the same time, the upper is very lightweight and airy, so it's going to be a pretty comfortable shoe for everyday casual use. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so just like any other Gel-Kayano 14 on the market, the materials on this shoe are largely all synthetic materials, so to me there's really nothing premium about the material quality. With that said though, the overall build of the shoe I thought was decent. I didn't notice any major flaws like major glue stains or a really bad paint job on the shoe. To me at least, this pair was pretty much free of any flaws. So while we didn't get really good materials, which was kind of expected considering the Gel-Kayano line is a running shoe line, at least from a build standpoint, it was very, very solid. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. To me, this is a very creative way to celebrate the Gel-Kayano's 30th anniversary. Giving us this mashup fusion model was a pretty interesting decision. I think design-wise, it could have been executed a little bit better. In particular, I thought this piece right here on the lateral forefoot, which is taken from the Gel-Kayano 10, this to me was the biggest part of the shoe that I really didn't like how it looked visually. But on this silver colorway, it kind of blends in a little bit more. But when you compare it to the white and black colorway, it really stands out. And to me, that just looks really off. But this part aside, I think the rest of the shoe was pretty well designed. It works pretty well, and for the most part, it kind of just looks like a altered Gel-Kayano 14. So for this silver colorway, I love how uniform the shoe looks, despite having a really complicated design on the upper, and has this very futuristic look and vibe to it, which I thought was pretty dope. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the Gel-Kayano Legacy by Asics? What are your thoughts on this colorway, and is this a model that you think you would pick up, maybe in the right colorway or with a future collaboration for example, or are you just not a fan of this whatsoever and it's going to be an easy pass? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.